So you're creative thinking about starting your own business. Well, let's get into that. All right, let's just hop right into it. Today I want to talk about a few things about being a small business owner, specifically as a creative, because I know there are a lot of you out here who have either watched some of my videos or who have started watching maybe even some of the how-to videos that I've created, and you're thinking, you know, I kind of want to start my own business, but I don't know where to start. I don't know if I even should start my own business and things like that. So let's kind of start from the beginning, right? So maybe you have sold a few of the items or products that you've created. Maybe you make digital products, create logos, maybe you create keychains, macrame pieces, whatever it might be. Or maybe you've heard several times before that you have some amazing things and that you should sell your products. I've heard from quite a few people over the years saying that they wanted to start their business because they found something that they loved creating, and they had a few people tell them like, oh my gosh, this looks great, can you make one for me? You should be selling these things. And it kind of plants the seed in your head that maybe I need to make a business out of this. But you don't have to do anything. You don't have to make a business out of it if you don't want to. I think a lot of us get caught up in this hustle culture that we are surrounded in and think, I have to have some kind of side hustle. I have to do this. I have to do this. I have to be on TikTok. I have to make $1 million a year in order to be a normal human being. The truth of the matter is, no, you don't. I mean, if you can make $40,000 a year, that's doing pretty good. Like, honestly, it really is. So if you're somebody who's like, oh, I'm not making $100,000 yet, it seems like everybody else is, they're not. It takes a long time to get there. And if you're doing things, you know, if you have a full-time job, if you have 3 kids and a spouse and 4 dogs and whatever it might be, whatever you want to do is fine. Again, I know I keep saying this, but everybody is different, and I think it's really a disservice to yourself by thinking, I have to do these things because it seems like that's what everyone else is doing. And I know it's not even always from a space saying, I need this, I have to do this, but subconsciously we feel like we have to be doing more, and you really, really don't. Before you get too excited and you think, all right, let's hop into it, I'm starting my own business, I want you to ask yourself, why? Why do you want to start your own business? Are you trying to become a millionaire? Are you just not wanting to work for somebody else? Do you want to work from home? You know, there are so many different things and reasons why people would want to work for themselves, right? To become their own business owner. But with that being said, you need to understand your personal reasoning for doing that. Because if you're trying to become a millionaire or think it's super easy and think it's a cool thing to do right now, scratch that, you're not even ready. Because there are so many people out there who say, oh, it's super easy to run a business and it's way better to be your own boss and to work for somebody else. But the truth of the matter is, not everybody wants to be a business owner. Not everybody wants to work from home. Not everyone is going to be, you know, super stoked to work for somebody else. It just depends on who you are. Maybe this is something you want to do as a side hustle, or maybe this is just a little hobby you want to do on the side. Anything that I just said is totally fine. There's nothing wrong with any of those things. If you want to keep a full-time job, if you want to work for yourself and work 24/7, that's totally up to you. But you need to understand that, and you need to figure out why you want to do it first. Okay, this little sass bucket is starting to whine. So this is Da Vinci. Everyone say hi. The cutest corgo in the world. But okay, so if you do decide that you want to start a business, right, the first thing that I am going to recommend is that you start by getting an LLC. Now, there are a lot of ways to do this. I'm not a legal person, this isn't exactly legal advice, but it is a recommendation that you get an LLC versus just being a sole proprietor, because this protects you legally. And once you start making a few sales, definitely get your own bank account and separate your business from your personal finances. This is because if someone, heaven forbid, but if someone were to sue you or to, well, basically if someone were to sue you, You want to make sure that you're covered. Your personal belongings cannot be taken away from you. It's just going to be taken from the business side of things. That's what any legal entity is going to be looking at. We got a ghost? Are we haunted? But yeah, so that's what I would recommend. I mean, running your own business, it's not easy. You know, there are a lot of people and a lot of things online that make it sound like, oh, it's so easy to be a business owner and you can make millions of dollars and 30,000 in 30 days, and it can happen for some people, but for a vast majority of people, it's probably not going to happen. Yes, thank you, buddy. Especially when it comes to creatives, because we're usually creating every item that we make. You know, if it's digital or you're selling like crochet patterns, things like that, yeah, you have the potential to make a lot more money. But if you're crocheting every plushie that you make, or you're doing macrame wall hangings, you probably won't be able to make $30,000 a month. Your fingers would literally fall off. So it's just something you have to think about, and you have to set realistic expectations. And I think that's where a lot of social media is doing a huge disservice to all of us, because when I first started, I started thinking like, you know what, yeah, I'm gonna be my own boss, make millions of dollars, we're gonna be set, I'm not gonna have to worry about anything anymore. It's really hard. And as a creative, you also have to understand more about business and marketing. You can't just say, oh, I make pretty things, put them online, and a bunch of people are going to come to you. That's only a fraction of the equation, right? There's so much more to learn about when it comes to marketing your products and or services if you sell other things with that. Now, do I love being a business owner? Do I love staying at home, being able to hang out with my doggo all day? I do. I really do. But you have to be very, very dedicated and principled. You have to understand that if you want to run a business, you have to act like a business owner. I know. It's crazy. Even he gets it. But no, you have to be your own boss. You have to be able to have time management. And if you're somebody who goes on TikTok for a couple minutes and you look up 2 hours later, you're gonna have to do things a little bit differently. But if you are someone who is very dedicated and you understand that, okay, I want this to be a business and I am ready to learn more about business and marketing, then definitely look into it. You know, everyone says, oh, you gotta just start, right? Don't wait until you're ready, just start. But if you're gonna go all in on a business, I would suggest doing some research before you hop in or quit the job that you have now, right? There are so many things involved in it, and you really wanna make sure that you are gonna be set, that you're not gonna be terrified financially if you go all in on this. And so, yeah, those are just a few things that I can think of right now. Definitely going to add to this, but what are some other questions that you have about business, marketing, starting your own business as a creative? Because like I said, there's a lot that is involved and a lot that goes into these things. And I would love to answer some of your questions, because I know some of you are thinking, you know, this would be a great side hustle, but others are looking at this and they're like, I want to do it. This is my goal, this is my dream, this is my passion, what I'm supposed to be doing, my life destiny is to have a small business. And so let me know in the comments where you're at right now and what your goals are, because I would love to assist you. But if you like videos like this, if you're trying to learn a little bit more about marketing yourself as a creative, definitely subscribe to this channel. I'm going to be doing a lot more than just how-to videos and things like that. So stay tuned, and yeah, this is going to be such a fun channel once it really gets going, because I can't wait to help a lot of you and actually connect with more of you, right? Because that's my main goal. The reason why I kind of stepped away from Instagram and Facebook and TikTok is because I just felt so disconnected with the people I'm trying to help. I gave away so much free information and tactics and things to do, but I never felt like I was connecting with anybody, because I mean, honestly, the algorithm favors entertaining people over people who are helping, educating, giving advice, things like that. So again, if this kind of thing interests you, please consider subscribing, and yeah, have an amazing day.